People glamorize the industry, but Dawgface said the industry is more treacherous and dangerous than the streets. Listen carefully. Let's get into this.
You think Biggie was gay, dog?
I think Biggie was just like Mace. I think Biggie overlooked. I don't think he actually engaged in any sexual. I don't think Biggie was gay. I'll just put it like that.
Okay.
Fuck all the flowery speech, right? I don't think he was gay, but I think he understood what position he was in with Puffy having the influence that he had. I think Puffy was gay.
You think Puffy was on that back then? He hadn't met Clive Davis yet, though.
Listen,
so what does that say about Diddy? So was he was just already like that before he
who
met
said
Clive?
he hadn't met Clive Davis yet? Don't forget, Diddy executive produced Mary J. Blige's first projects. Clive Davis had Mariah Carey. And before
did he go to Clive after he was released from Uptown?
Who?
Yeah, didn't he go to Clive after
But he knew it. He was in that circle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He knew it. He knew he was in circle. They were in that circle.
Right.
They were in that circle. You had the Rick Rubens. And the Biggie was. I mean, I call him Diddy Monster. Diddy, Daddy Love was in them circles from the very beginning. So when you rub shoulders and you see, listen, there's a lot of motherfuckers who think they know hip hop. They don't really know hip hop because they're not in those circles.
Right.
They think they know because they're looking at a lot of times, bro. I'm old here. I'm an OG. I'm a Source magazine, Vibe magazine.
Yeah.
Before there was a double XL.
Yeah.
I'm a Source magazine. I'm a rap report, a hip hop report. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm a Teen Beat magazine reading that
right on
with the fold out poster type nigga. I'm that type of shit, right? So the music business, I always say this, right? And the music business and the entertainment business as a whole, it is more treacherous and cutthroat than the streets, because the thirst and the hunger to want to be famous, not rich, but to want to be famous. That shit is a drug. That shit is an opioid. That shit is fentanyl, right? Motherfuckers would sacrifice whatever in order to be known, in order to be famous.
Me and my dog was just talking about this today, man. Especially with the females and stuff. Dating females now is so different now because everybody want to be on TikTok and want to argue with you online and stuff. They want to be famous. They care about the views and the likes and the clicks. It's like a really big deal.
That really
it's funny you brought that up.
That really exemplifies just the overall deterioration of the psychological of the mind state of black people as a whole with the whole social media shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different. That's shit beyond hip hop. That shit is just about the social dynamic and the psychological dynamic of what's happening between black men and black women in this country. There's a divide. Black men and black women, they don't like each other anymore. Historically, the things that binded us together as a single solitary unit, we don't even see. There's no connective tissue between us anymore. So that's why you have black men who will abandon their responsibility and obligation to be the caretakers and the protectors and the providers of the black community. Black men have abandoned that shit. And that's why black women have such little regard or respect for black men. And when you have lack of responsibility or lack of accountability, and you have that coupled with people who have been the victims, black women have been the victims of black men's failures.
Why do you think the black men are abandoned though? Is it because we just sick of the black women? I'd rather just not deal with it.
No, bro, that shit go back to slavery, bro. That shit go back to slavery. There's no one thing that we can point to, but we can point to just the overall impact of it and the result of it. The result of black men being like we are today, right? That shit was designed. We are just fulfilling a prophecy. We're fulfilling a game plan that was initiated going back to slavery in the Jim Crow South. We are the people who once owned us as physical property designed or planned for us to be. We are what they planned for us to be.
He got a fact. Everything he said, you know me, I usually try to, if you talking crazy, I'm gonna go against what you're saying. But on this one right here, everything that he said so far has been on point. So, I give him that. Do you guys agree with him? Leave it in the comment section, man. Leave a yeah if you rocking with him. Leave a no if you ain't. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to continue and see what more you got to say. Let's get back into it.
Let me go back to New York one more time, man. Because you said something. Did you bring up LL?
He's a hot sissy.
Now, I guess that was.
No, and listen, LL is my first hip hop hero.
So that hurt you. That hurt
not
you.
My first.
Did it hurt?
My first hip hop superhero. I've had several hip hop superheroes, We didn't have any options back then. And so when I was introduced to I'm a day one hip hopper. I'm a Gen 1 hip hop fanatic, right? So my first hip hop heroes in hip hop was KRS-One. And then it went from KRS-One to Rakim, right? Rakim is the God MC to me. Rakim is like Jay-Z and Nas combined into one. He's the greatest MC of all times, right? When it comes to just a straight up,
just lyricism, just bars. And,
when it comes to so Rakim wasn't just about lyricism. He was about imagery too. Because when we called him the God MC, when we called him the God MC, when you put on them Dapper Dan, Gucci, and Louis Vuitton, that shit was
with the cut and all that.
That shit was that was dope, boy. Rakim, he didn't talk about no dope. But Rakim was the first dope man MC. You think about it. All the drug traffickers, bro. King of New York wasn't just in New York. The whole process. King of New York, when nigga had leather jackets and Dobbs on, that shit had split the country.
New York did have that fashion though.
Yeah, they had that fashion shit. Because before Run DMC, the hip hop niggas had Jerry curls and leather pants and boots and shit, right?
Right.
Run DMC really is they brought the streets to hip hop. And then LL came right behind them. And so LL as a singular unit, as a fire-breathing dragon, because LL was facing turmoil from the beginning. They didn't like him. They was jealous of him from the very beginning. So LL was one of the first battle rappers. And when we see motherfuckers going at each other, man, LL went at Kool Moe Dee. He went at Ice-T. LL was under a lot of motherfucking attack when he first came out because they was jealous and hating on the nigga.
Gangster though, man. We've never seen LL.
He's never been gangster.
And like a bisexual.
He's never been. You ain't never seen Fat Joe in a bisexual act. You ain't never caught Busta Rhymes in the bisexual act.
I mean, not act, but like in that light. Like we just always saw these guys as
man. Like, listen, we didn't think none of it. Listen, who knew that the world of hip hop had so much homosexuality in it? We didn't know. Listen, Puffy and what has happened with Puffy has really opened our eyes to just how diabolical, how treacherous, and how pervasive. Who knew?
You think Tupac Ben knew Diddy was like that?
He said it, didn't he?
He said, Puffy, you a punk and you will see me with gloves.
Listen,
you think he meant like punk like
yes, he meant he meant that. Wow. He meant that. Pac been telling us that these niggas some fags. They some sissies. Damn. They punks. He been telling us because he's in the position of knowing, right? Or even if he hadn't seen it firsthand, he had heard the rumors because he was in the position to have heard the rumors. He know what he's dealing with, right? Just like Mace. I tip my hat to Mace because don't forget, Mace was with Diddy. He dropped one album. I think he dropped a couple of mixtapes and one album. And then Mace, nobody knew and understood why Mace walked away from Diddy. We now know why, but Mace, listen. Mace.
Why do you think?
Mace walked away from Diddy because Mace wasn't gay, and he wasn't going to allow himself to be turned out. That's why when he walked away, he didn't just walk away.
So Mace knew.
He quit, and then he became a pastor because of all the treacherous, ridiculous shit he had saw. That changed him as a man. It changed him, right? Don't forget when Mace and Cameron have conversations. Cameron said, "Well, we went to the Brownstone in Harlem, and it's a dildo."
I remember that story.
Right?
Shout out to Cameron.
Right. So what the fuck you think was going on with that? That wasn't for no bitch. Right? Diddy Monster was greasing that motherfucker up and thrashing niggas with that bitch. Right? So Cameron is a hero. But listen, Cameron couldn't come out and say what it was or what the reason why he walked away. Because one, it was an unpopular thing to speak negatively about homosexuality back then, right? Right? With Trump, we can say fag, we can say sissy, because he say it, right? You know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't be involved in that shit too. But he made it more acceptable to go back to because back then in hip hop, they said fag, they said sissy, they said Jew, they said that shit openly in hip hop. But now, you can't say it now.
Like it's very sensitive.
It's a very sensitive matter.
So how do you guys feel about what he had to drop? He dropped a few jewels, right? You know, first of all, I want to give a shout out to the I think it's the Mafi channel. Yeah, the Mafi channel for the content. Big shout out to them. But how do you guys feel about what he said? Was he dropping some jewels to you? Leave it down in the comment section. Share your thoughts on this one right here. This is your boy Kaotic 1. This is the KMHP TV YouTube channel. And until the next video, peace.